Welcome to Thronecast, the official guide to Game of Thrones from Sky Atlantic HD. I'm the King of the North. Behold my direwolf. Good direwolf. Good direwolf. Say sausages. Sausages. Say sausages, direwolf. Stupid direwolf. So that was episode 7 of series 2, A Man Without Honour. And on this programme, we're spelling honour with a U. We hold no truck with colonial spellings. So coming up, I don't know about you, I'm a little confused at the moment. It's been very twisty-turny, this series. I'm losing track of which old bald man is which. So we've got a recap of the series so far. Also, a Game of Thrones superfan will be paraded before us by Annabelle Port, and we'll be joined by Elio and Linda from Westeros.org. Pretentious name for a band of outlaws. Well, I'm inconsolable. Bran's dead. I don't know what to do with myself. I mean, Bran is dead. There is no way that blackened, unrecognisable body could be anything else, is there? Or is there? Also this week we said goodbye to Alton Lannister. Rest in peace, Alton, we hardly knew ye. Although if I'd have had to listen to Jaime Lannister's boring story, I think I would have liked to have been bludgeoned to death as well. And more slaughter this week, it was for the 13. I always thought that was an unlucky number. And Sansa got her first period. Now we've seen some terrible things in Game of Thrones. Sex, violence, incest, infanticide, beheading, disembowelment. But do we really need to see menstruation on the television? It's disgusting. It's not natural. I'm hoping in next week's episode, Sansa gets the Hound to go shopping for tampons for her. Hello, I'd like some applicator tampons. The ones with 3 drops for a medium flow. Oh, and while you're at it, can I get some Clearasil? Right, if, like me, you're expecting to spend the rest of your life being viewed as a fool and a eunuch by your people, then it can't hurt to learn a lesson from history. Lesson 1, don't leave your nutshells lying around. So here, in precisely 3 minutes and a bit, is Season 2 of Game of Thrones so far. In a nutshell we found lying around.
My name is Daenerys
Stormborn of the House Targaryen.
I will vouch for her, her people, and her dragons.
Be it on your head.
Welcome to Karth, my lady.
You monster. Marcella is my only daughter. Do you really think I'll let you sell her like a common...
Dawn is the safest place for her.
One day I pray you love someone before I take her from you.
Mother, this is Lady Talisa. She's been helping with the wounded.
I wish that you were free to follow your heart. You
I know.
are promised to another. A debt that must be paid.
The wolf pup has gone south. The north is ripe for the taking. You'll take a ship to raid the fishing villages on the stony shore.
Now am I supposed to prove myself by pillaging piss-poor fishing villages?
You're not.
I've taken Winterfell.
Why?
I'm a Greyjoy. I can't fight for Robb and my father both.
Send a raven to Pike informing my father of my victory here. And one to Deepwood Motte to my sister. Inform her that she's to bring 500 men to Winterfell.
Let me serve you, my lord. I have something for you.
My brother Jaime rots in a northern stockade.
Robb Stark will never release the Kingslayer.
But his mother might.
What do you want?
The Lannisters will trade your daughters for the Kingslayer.
Of course they will.
Both girls are healthy and safe for now.
Round up any survivor. We'll take them back to Harren Hall.
This one's a girl, dressed as a boy. Bring the girl. I need a new cupbearer.
You saved me and the 2 I was with. You stole 3 deaths from the Red God. Speak 3 names.
I can name anyone, and you'll kill him.
A man has said.
Grace, your grace, we're hungry!
Find who did that and bring him to me!
Oh, no! Get them!
You're all right now, little bird. You're all right.
I have seen the path to victory in the flames.
I cannot defeat my brother in the field, and I can't take King's Landing without the men he's stolen.
Look to your sins, Lord Renly. The night is dark and full of terrors.
No! You ain't won the
You can't avenge him if you're dead.
We passed through 6 villages on the way here. All 6 are abandoned. You want to know where they've all gone? Join up with Mance Rayder, king beyond the wall. And where does he plan marching this army? When you're all the way north, there's only one direction to go.
There, on that mountain.
We need to get rid of those lookouts.
I need to move fast and silent.
No, you don't need to do it. Mance would take you. I know he would. The sun's going down, Jon Snow, and your friends are nowhere close.
If you take King's Landing with her by your side, the victory will be hers. We set out for King's Landing without Lady Melisandre.
The king is taking personal charge of siege preparations.
It's wildfire.
Wildfire?
They have thousands of pots. Already stored in their vaults, they are planning to launch it from the city walls into Stannis' ships and armies.
You won't be making wildfire for my sister any longer. You'll be making it for me.
Let me send word to my bastard at the Dreadfort. He can retake Winterfell before the new moon.
It would be an honor to host you at the House of the Undying.
You watch over her. She needs true protectors, now more than ever.
Where are they? Where are my dragons?
So we learned from Jaime Lannister this week that young men with big jobs tend to overdo them, which is exactly why we needed the woman's touch. Annabelle Portis here to help us find the biggest Game of Thrones superfan, bigger even than Cinder Lannister, who was the biggest of all the Lannisters. Annabelle, what have you got for us?
This week it's all about specialist subjects. I think most Game of Thrones fans have an area of particular interest. Mine, of course, is Khal Drogo, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Probably need to find another one quite soon. Yours is?
I can recognise any of the girls from Littlefingers from the neck downwards.
Oh, nice, very specialist. I have somebody today, a super fan, whose specialist subject is a broader subject, the Night's Watch. So I'm going to introduce you now to Urs Robber. Hello, Urs.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, good. Now, I believe that you know everything there is to know about the Night's Watch.
Another thing or two, I hope, yeah.
Okay, trusting as I am, I'm not just going to take your word for it. I have prepared a little quiz for you. A few questions. Are you ready to go?
Give it a go, yeah.
Okay, number one. Who built the wall?
Well, that's easy. It's Brendan the Builder or Brendan Stark.
Easy start, easy start. How many castles are there along the wall?
Say 19.
Very good. Which was the first castle to be built on the wall?
That was the Night Fort.
Correct. Now, Castle Black, the main fortress, what are the tunnels beneath that called?
They are called the Wormways.
And what is the tallest tower at Castle Black?
It's the Lance Tower.
And could you name the other towers?
It's Lord Commander's Tower, the King's Tower, Hardin's Tower, the Tower of the Guards, and the Silent Tower.
Yes!
That is very impressive. Who was the youngest ever Lord Commander of the Night's Watch?
It's another Stark, and that was Osric Stark.
Who was the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch at the time of the Battle of Long Lake?
I'd say Sleepy Jack or Jack Mossboot.
And how did Corin Halfhand, how did he lose half his hand?
Well, a wildling cut off half his hand with an axe.
And left hand or right hand?
Right hand.
I think it's definitive. I think, Urs, you know everything there is to know about the Night's Watch.
Thanks.
He is the perfect person to have on your pub quiz team if your pub quiz was only questions about Game of Thrones and the Night's Watch.
I wish.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
And if you think you can do better than Urs, I doubt anyone can. But let us know about it. You can find us on Twitter, we are at Thronecast, or find us on Facebook. And inspired by Sir Barristan Selmy, who only paints in the colour red. I mean, no one said it was any good, but he only paints in the colour red. We are looking for Game of Thrones inspired art. Send us your representation of Westeros or whatever to gameofthrones@sky.com and we could feature next week in our gallery. Apparently, madness and greatness are two sides of the same coin. Every time a new Targaryen is born, it is said the gods toss the coin in the air and the world holds its breath to see how it will land. And joining us here are two sides of the same coin. We'll leave you to make your mind up which is which. It's Elio and Linda from Westeros.org. Hello.
Hi, Jeff.
Hello. Now, Cersei and Joffrey. Do you think we're seeing the end of a beautiful mother-son relationship? Could this herald a new coalition between Cersei and Tyrion, do you think?
Well, they skipped one part at the riot in the previous episode, which is actually that Cersei does take Tyrion's side against Joffrey when he's screwing everything up. So it may be following on from those events, basically, that she is seeing that Tyrion has his uses in his family, after all. So I think that she's not going to be abandoning Joffrey anytime soon. She has her power through him, but she may be deciding that other family members have their uses as well, especially her clever younger brother.
So you think she's playing a big chess game?
I think she's going to use the resources that are at hand, yes.
Right, now Dany, she's not really trusting anyone at the moment, but what do we really know about Xaro Zoan Daxos? Where does he come from? Do you think he's trustworthy?
Well, I really don't think Dany should be trusting him. He's quite different from the character in the novel, but on the TV show he's from the Summer Isles, he's a member of this ruling council of the 13, he's heterosexual, in the novel he's not. But should he be trusted? I think in the previous episode he told her about the fact that he's done things that honorable men would condemn, but he doesn't care. He's now the wealthiest man in Carve. I think that gives you kind of a hint that honor and righteousness and justice don't motivate him. It's what's best for him that motivates him. He wanted to become the wealthiest man in Carve. He did so. Now he seems to want to be the most powerful man in Carve. And Dany's role in that is probably something which she should be very concerned about.
Yes, watch out, Dany. Elio, Linda, thank you very much. See you next week.
See you.
Don't forget, you can watch Game of Thrones anytime you like on Anytime Plus and Sky Go, and we'll be back straight after episode 8. It's called The Prince of Winterfell. We'll see you in 7 days. 6 if I've got the wind with me, which knowing my delicate constitution.